Hello, everyone. I'm Reverend Richard Miner. I'm the Graduate Engagement Officer here at One Spirit Learning Alliance in New York City. And today I am really excited because I am here with Reverend Barbara Brownyard. Barbara, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you for having me.
Barbara, I've been really looking forward to this interview because you are a dear friend of mine, and I always enjoy spending time with you. You are also a graduate of the Interspiritual Seminary in the class of 2010, and you are a graduate of the Interspiritual Counseling Program in 2014, and you have recently published a new book called Sitting in the Silence.
Yes.
So I'm really interested in hearing about your journey and what brought you to this exciting event. So tell me a little bit about yourself and what brought you to One Spirit.
I found myself speaking with a friend of mine one day. Actually, she was my therapist, and I was searching. I was searching for something. I wanted to know more about world religions, and she said, "Did you ever think of becoming a pastor?" And I said, "Absolutely not." And that night, I investigated on the internet interfaith seminaries, and One Spirit came up, and I made a reservation. I made an appointment to go in the following week to an open house, and I was hooked. I loved it. I loved the vibes there. I loved the people, and I knew this was something I wanted, a new journey that I wanted to start.
That's amazing. We often hear stories like that people are kind of searching and they kind of stumble across something, and voila, before they know it, they're in a seat at One Spirit having a whole new experience. So can you tell me a little bit about your ministry and what drew you to it?
Well, that same person introduced me to a couple. I did my first wedding in that September, right after being ordained. And that ministry has taken off since then. I had a website made up immediately. I started doing workshops. I started doing funerals through the connections through a funeral agency, friends of mine that had a funeral home nearby, and they'd been giving me funerals since then. Do blessings, baby blessings, pet blessings, pet funerals, end of life ceremonies where I've gone to hospices and talked to the people that were sick, and they've organized we've organized their funerals together as they're on their hospice bed. It's a gift, and it's an honor to be able to do that for somebody. And I've just been having so much fun. I do spiritual counseling thanks to ISC, and I've been a mentor at One Spirit to people that are in their first and second year of school.
Well, so your ministry has gone in lots of different directions. You're doing lots of different things that are not really traditional ministry of standing in a pulpit. How have you been able to pursue and cultivate all these different activities in your ministry?
I think you just wait to see what comes up. I remember Reverend Diane saying once that you have to be ready and on the alert anytime somebody just wants you to do a meal blessing. So I remember those words that Diane said, and always have your speech ready, your elevator speech ready, to be able to be there for people. And you never know, like my friend next door to me just lost her dog last week, and I offered to do a little memorial service in her backyard next summer when she buries his ashes. And so they just pop up.
Oh, that's beautiful. What a beautiful story. So what have been the greatest challenges and the greatest rewards of the work that you're doing?
Sometimes the challenges can be, you can get called to do something at a time that's not really convenient for you. One time I had to do a funeral when I was very sick, and but I had committed to it, and I had to get myself to the funeral home in the rain and in the sleet. So I remember thinking, this is what ministry is all about, and this is why I'm called to do this. So you never know what you're called to do, with the drop of a hat.
What have been the greatest rewards?
Oh, there have been so many, many rewards. Just seeing people's faces when you're talking to them at their wedding, you know, and seeing the tears coming down. I did our son's wedding in Cancun in 2011, and that was a pinch me kind of day. It was just phenomenal. But that was just one of the many, many rewards I've received from being a graduate of One Spirit and being ordained as an interfaith minister. Just breaking out breaking out from the religion of my birth has been a challenge, but freeing, very freeing.
Sounds like it's been an incredible journey. What is next for you in this journey of ministry?
Well, I just published a book for the first time that I started in ISC in 2014, and here I am sitting in the silence. Here's my little beautiful book. Hello, book. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. So I'm going to be doing some book signings, and I'm in Florida for the winter, so I have a couple of places where I can do workshops and also offer them my book. It's on meditation, which was a stretch for me in the beginning, but I just want people to know that it's not that hard, and it can be a beautiful, beautiful thing, and stretch them from the inside out.
That's beautiful. I know that I'm very much looking forward to reading it very, very soon. And I know that there's one other small project that you're working on right now. What is that about?
Well, we are part of a wonderful but strong gang of angels that we call ourselves that are working on a One Spirit reunion this year. This is our second time that we did it. The first time was so much fun, so I signed up for another tour with Richard and so many other graduates that we just have so much fun. And it's called Champions of Light this year. And I'm really looking forward to all the workshops that we're putting on, and the special events, the rituals that we're going to be showing the graduates, and just to have everybody there together is phenomenal. It's just such energy and love. It's great.
Yeah, Barbara, I really, really cherish the time that I get to spend working with you, because you are just a dream, and you are such an amazing minister. You're such an amazing example of what is possible in ministry. And I know that event is going to be fantastic, and I know that your book is going to be fantastic too. So I want to say thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and sharing your experience with us, and to say that I'm really looking forward to seeing you again really soon at One Spirit.
Thank you, Richard. Bye-bye now.